A traveler once arrived at a river and saw that there was only one way across, an old wooden bridge. But as he got closer, he heard it creaking and swaying in the wind, and every day he would sit there and watch the sun rise and set over the water, watching the fish jump and play, and listening to the birds sing and the trees sway in the breeze. And when he looked up, he saw that it looked both weak and unsafe, and so the traveler watched others turn back as well, for no one wanted to risk crossing the broken bridge. So he stopped and waited, hoping that someone would come along and build a stronger, newer bridge. And so he kept walking, step by step, until he made it across. For a moment, everything went silent. The wind stopped blowing and the birds stopped singing as if they were holding their breath, waiting to see what would happen next. For as he looked at the worn wood and the weathered beams, he saw that it was actually stronger than it looked. Are you willing to take that first step towards your dreams, even if you don't know what's on the other side? Because, as the Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu once said, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with just one step. So don't just stand there. Move forward, take that first step and trust that you can do this. Trust that you'll be okay. Trust that the path will unfold before you. Because here's the thing. You might be stronger than you think. The bridge might not be as broken as it seems. And if he hadn't tested it, he would have never known. And after a while, days became months, and months became years, and still no one came to fix the bridge. It's time to take that first step and trust that you can make it to the other side. Because here's the thing. You might be stronger than you think. The bridge might not be as broken as it seems. But one day, he got tired of waiting and he stepped onto the bridge. Maybe you feel like you've been waiting forever for things to get better, but they won't unless you make a move. Maybe you're afraid to take the first step, because you do want to know what's on the other side of the bridge. But here's the thing. You'll never know unless you cross over. And who knows? Maybe you're stronger than you think. Maybe the bridge isn't as broken as it seems. And then the bridge shook, but it held. And with each step he took, the bridge groaned and swayed, but it didn't break. We don't always know what's possible until we try. And sometimes the only way to find out is to take that first step and trust that the path will unfold before us. When he finally reached the other side, he turned back to look at the bridge. And that's when he realized that it wasn't actually broken. We don't always know what we're capable of, do we? Sometimes we have to take a risk and trust that we'll be okay. Maybe you're facing a challenge right now that seems impossible to overcome. So are you willing to take the risk? Are you willing to step out of your comfort zone and trust that you'll be okay? But if you keep standing there waiting for someone else to fix it, then you'll be waiting forever. It's time to stop waiting and start living. It's time to stop dreaming and start doing.